out of there. Such a Neanderthal. So look at this. Yeah. I'm surprised this thing actually moved. It's pretty much junk, I believe. And I was wrong. It's more than 3 or 4 bolts. I'm just glad to see that these didn't damage the crank. That's huge. So I just need to replace this. And then I need to go through everything and change every gasket on this thing, minus the head gaskets. But look at the oil that's been coming out of there. I mean, this thing, I'm surprised there was any oil in the crankcase when I drained it. And I still got that exhaust. It's fighting me. I had to go underneath it and cut it. I made that decision because, well, I'd already damaged the upper part, and you can't just replace that. So I'm going to end up having to replace that all the way from the cat all the way up to the exhaust manifold. It is what it is. Maybe I'll put some headers and a cherry bomb on it. No, not going to do that. Look up in there. That's disgusting. Yuck. She got a lot of miles on her, but I think when I pull that oil pan and change the gasket on that, I'll probably end up changing. I'm going to end up changing all the seals and gaskets and everything on it. I'm going to go through and just check the bearings and stuff and make sure nothing's really nasty and gnarly. Should be good. That's the culprit for sure. Is that I'm going to have to look online and see if that's a flywheel or a flex plate. Pretty sure the flywheel is if it's on a standard transmission. The flex plate is on an automatic transmission. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I've always been wrong. So, yeah, we're hitting something here. I gotta get that off of that radiator so I don't break it. I'll probably get her out in a minute. Let's see. She's wedged in there a little bit. Let's let her down and bring this side a little bit tight. Oh, the eagle has landed. Plus, you can take the hood off. That was pretty stupid. at this point right here and now, I could actually just fix that and put it back in, and it would probably be good. But that's not likely. I'm going to take the easy way out. If it's hard to do, I'm going to try and find the hardest possible way to do it. And then I'll be good. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit freed up. A little bit free. Just not going to get that, clear that hood any way, shape, or form. So why am I still taking it up? I'm going to have to take it up. Why are you talking to yourself? I'm not talking to myself. Okay. Wonder. I guess I could pop the hood and take it over to whatchamacallit thingy-majabber doohickey roof ceiling. I can balance it on the cherry picker. That's so stupid that I forgot to do that. I didn't think about it. Why not? I don't know. Get your poop together, Ronald. Get it together. All right. There's the hood release. Let's see if I can make this easy and quick. Sometimes I like to do it quick and easy, but other times it's difficult and hard all the way. Let's see. I'm too scared because the windshield's already broke. You out of here. Yes. You out of here. Why are those smaller? They are kind of. 6 foot long. That one is. Why is that one smaller? Just one. What the? Unbelievable. Always some kind of deal. One deal after another. What a deal. What a deal. What a... Uh-oh, running out of air. Alright. Just don't break the window. Don't break the window. Stupid. You gotta drain your tank sometime. That's the way to do it. Just don't turn it on. It's too loud. Obnoxious. Alright. That is loose. This is dangerous. Living on the edge. Mother. Deal. There's always some kind of deal. Why you gotta be all like that thing all the time? See, I didn't have to take those off. I'd have enough air if I didn't take that one. Take those other ones off all the time. Oh, what the hell? Son of a bitch. Unnecessarily remove more bolts. You guys want to grab that side? Remember, the windshield's already broke. Just remember that. Windshield's already broke. So, let's just completely shatter it. Oh, cut that. What's wrong with me? Yeah. That was a little bit. Okay, you guys. Someone's got to grab one of these sides. I can't do it all. For goodness sake. Uh-oh. You know, all this extra business isn't it? No, don't do it that way. Nope, that's hard. All right. Let's pivot. Let's go. Get that off your chair. Hold the chair. All right, this is okay. Okay, let's go this way. A sudden change of plans. You know, sometimes you gotta improvise. I was gonna go that way. This looks like a much better way. Would someone, why don't you guys grab that other side? Not wide enough to do this. Oh. Let go of it. There we go. Okay. Yep. There we go. All right. Looks cool like that. Uh-oh. If I could just bungee strap that to there. Okay. Coming down. Yeah. Oh, breaking out the lights. Yes, man. One out. Let down. Boogie. All right, that wasn't so bad. You know, I bought this from Harbor Freight, this load leveler, and it works really well, but they give you the cheapest plastic handle. It lasted about 3 cranks on the last engine. So that's not happy with that purchase. The rest of it's all really good. So, oh, get up. Right, let's dump out more antifreeze. That's cool. First, let's get the electronics out of the way of the antifreeze. Yeah. I'm getting a little winded, so that's good. Got my cardio going. Put a hole in the radiator. All right, come on. Oh, you hung up on what? Yeah, you hung up on that. I'm not breaking you like I did on the Saturn. I want to keep the AC on this one. Mama Bear likes AC. There we go. We're clearing it now. I'm trying to do the math and see if I'm going to clear the ceiling. What is it? I'm looking close. I guess worst case I can throw a jack in there and lower the car if I have to. But we're going to try to make it happen. Don't ever buy a short garage. Hey! Wow, yeah, same thing, hitting the ceiling at the same time, just like I did with the Saturn. I figured I wouldn't have that problem with this car because it's lower than the Saturn. Actually, I got plenty of clearance to take that motor mount off. Ain't much left to that. Let me think about this for a second. I don't know about letting that car in right now. I really can't because I've got the transmission propped up, so it don't fall over. It is kind of sitting on the frame there, though. So I could pull that out, maybe, kind of, possibly, probably not. This spins. Oh, listen to that. What's that? That's AC. Oh, water pump. It's gurgling. That's good. I ain't changing that. Power steering pump, pumping out fluid, just like I wanted it to. All right, let's see. Can I lift that and spin it? Maybe just throw it right on the ground. Once I get past, I'm going to go ahead and pull that. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. Look at how disgusting that is in there. So I got to get, believe it or not, that's a nut and a bolt. And there's another nut right here. So I got wooden nuts and greasy nuts. Look at that. Oh, someone lost a rubber band or something. I wonder. That's probably where all the oil's leaking from. Good goobity. This is nasty. All right, I'm going to break those loose. And then I got plenty of clearance because that's from pulling the Saturn. And not that I really care a whole lot about the paneling on the ceiling, but I don't want to make a hole in it. Ugh. Look at that stupid piece of exhaust. I cut it here, and I cut it here, and I cut it here, and ultimately ended up cutting it there, which is absolutely the wrong thing to do. But that's how we roll. So to clear this with this by this much, I have to take this off, which is no big deal because it's garbage and it's got to get replaced. Well, there's a bolt there, and there's another one there, but they're so gummed up and so hard to get to because of this. I said I'll just take the whole thing off, but in order to take that off, this has to come off. Well, I've already taken the bolts off the front. There's just one more on the back, and then the AC compressor can come off. And then I can get to these bolts to take that off. And everything has to come off anyhow, so I just hate taking things off while it's dangling precariously. But so I got to get this guy out of here, and then when I get that off, then behind here is the bolts for this bracket, which is the culprit that I have to get off. And we're talking, look at that. But I'm already on the ceiling. Easy peasy. All right, that one's off. But at least they made everything a different size bolt. That's cool. And I gotta change sockets every time. What is that? I don't know. I'm gonna guess at that. It's hard to tell. There's so much goo in there. That's probably too big. So we'll call it 15. Here we go. 15 it is. There we go. Now, all I got to do, same thing on the other side. Let's see what's in the way of that. There's one. There's two. How many are there? Should fall off. I think. I don't see anything else holding it, except for it's sitting on it. That might be it. Something's got it on the other side. What in the world? What's got it over here? Don't let this thing fall on my head, please, Lord. Oh, there it is. One back in the back. Yep. And that's probably a different size. Again, why would it? What now? We're hoping it's the same size. Oop. It is. Oh, yeah. All right, we got it. We got it. Away with you. Look at that. Some scouchy nastiness there. Put that in. Do not replace pile. All right, I think we're out. I'll put these back in so I don't forget where they go. And see, there's that one, AC one. These three go over there. I hate when I start piling up bolts on the fenders and on the firewall, because then you end up not knowing where they go when you're going to put it all back together. All right. We are free, man. Freedom. Now, can I get this out of here without having to move the car? That is the next question. Oh, oh. Yep. 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 Oh, yeah. We're on the ceiling. We're on the ceiling. I don't want to let it down to make it clear of the ceiling, because then I'm on the, and I can't push it forward because I'm into the ceiling so much. I'm going to have to come down real slow. Okay, watch as this damage occurs now. Real slow. Easy peasy. Just a, oh, that's enough. All right. Get all this out of the way. Yep, I'll find that later. And a 1/4 inch each way. There we go. Yeah. Coming down a little bit more, right on top of the headlight. That's what we need. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. More antifreeze on the ground. That's what we need. All right. Up and over. Yes. I've pretty much accomplished everything I want to do today, except for I'm going to spend the rest of my day beating the snot out of this thing because I hate it so much. But that's nothing y'all want to see. That's just revenge. I still don't know why that wouldn't, for the life of me. Why wouldn't that come out? Why wouldn't that come out? So, I got on these. These are just little 13. Look how much I cut into that. And it wouldn't come off. Before I even cut it, I soaked them down with some good. Nothing. Could not get it to come loose. Got a wrench on it. Check this wrench out. Look at how much I unstraightened that wrench. It was all the leverage that I had on it. Just look at it. I can still get the wrench on it. And it won't. Even though it's cut completely and all the way through. So then these were like studs, is what I was assuming. And they went, well, they didn't really go to anywhere. So I guess, here's my learning point. This is probably threaded. And this is a stud that's threaded in here, and it was just long. I was assuming that was like a stud that went into here. but there's nothing there or here. And that's where, so I cut that thinking I was separating it. I tried to cut this and I didn't have the angle or the spacing. I cut that and it wouldn't come off still. Look at that. Nope. Anyways, I've done what I wanted to do today, so I got to order parts. Like every single gasket ever made for this engine has to be ordered. Probably every single hose from all the vacuum leaks that are going on. And I promise you, that's the noise we've been hearing. And if you look in here, there's the silver that we've been wondering where it came from. Well, it came from, I'm going to say, either this gasket leaking or this rear main seal leaking. And oil was coming out, and this, whatever, this thing has been scrubbing. I just hope I don't have any damage behind here. I think I'm going to pull that off and take a look at it. If I could put my glasses on, I could probably see something. That's a little better. So. Oops. There you go. There's your problem. Pieces are falling off of it. Look at that. That is, it's pretty crazy that that's the only part that was holding this all together. And that's why we used to call these flywheels, because when they spin and they break loose like that in a dragster or something, they would fly up through the floorboard. And with this thing sitting this way, man, that, wow, there's more pieces coming off. More. Just, it's unassembling itself as we speak. This thing come flying out of there and come at you. That'd be pretty fun to catch right in the middle of the legs. I don't know how much damage I got here. There is some, that's where all my metal shavings are coming from. Not from the inside, I'm assuming. But now what? I'm really, really thankful that these were all tight and this isn't all warbled out, because then I've got to change the whole crank. So there is a bunch of wear on this. I'm certain that's that, and that whatever pieces fell off and got wedged in here and ground up into fine particulates. I don't know until I take it all apart. That's chewed up pretty bad out here, but it's not supposed to make contact in the first place, so it's not going to affect it, I don't think, when I put the new one on. But I got to price some parts. Man, that is like... That's just metal. At least it's on the outside of the engine. There's chunks in here. There's chunks in there. So I gotta take everything off of here and put it on the engine stand. And this thing has been just throwing oil. Look at that. This is disgusting. I don't even know if there's any gaskets in there. I mean, this was leaking, and this was leaking, and this plastic piece is probably leaking. She got a lot of miles on her, but every gasket needs to be changed on this. And then, of course, I guarantee these spark plugs were probably never changed from day one. I'm curious. I think I might pull one of these plug wires off and just pull a plug out just to see. Look at what I had to do. I'm such a Neanderthal. It's so stupid that I did that. That's probably going to be pretty expensive. Oh well. I don't kill. There we go. So I'm sitting here looking at this thing and it's not even connected anywhere. Look.